What's up? So, um, so I'm streaming and I don't have the right equipment, but you know, my my videos are starting to get a little bit of traction. And Twitch is I had no idea. Twitch is how I mean Twitch is like the easiest way. It's the easiest way to generate. I mean, it's the easiest way to build your to build an audience. Um, but you know, you actually do need a streaming PC. You need like I honestly, or you need everything. This computer that I have is not. It's you need a computer that is good for streaming. So and that's not cheap. It's not cheap. And then and so and then I mean, and YouTube. Uh, so um, so the other the other day, Tommy Fleetwood and Rick Shields. Um, you know, I mean this is what I do. I give a point valid points about like professional, because this is getting lost in like CNN, the media, and just the media in general. If you can apply what I'm saying, and then there's always people gaslighting. I would say women are probably more guilty of gaslighting. Not like it's on purpose, not like it's malicious. I'm just saying I'm not saying it is malicious. I'm saying it's more common for females to be gaslighting. It's just, I mean, it's just so, and it's not to take anything any kind of way. So, um, so, um, like Tommy Fleetwood, this is the thing, like Tommy Fleetwood's the best golfer, or one of the best golfers that Rick Shields has ever had on his channel. I don't know. I mean, I've seen Luke Donald, Henrik Stenson, um, you know, they've had some pros, and like Min Woo or whatever, he's done well like recently, and but for learning, uh, like what happens to a lot of people is they just don't have the conviction, to stick with what they were doing. And what is what is important that you can take from me is that you know I what I did already worked. I mean, it was always working. So there's not the doubt, there's not the doubt. And so but like you know people do things different ways, like, and there's a lot of conflict in ideas with amongst pros, because at the end of the day they are all competing against each other. So everybody's like, they do all this, like you know have their specific ways of doing this thing. And I mean, Tiger Woods is his story did not end well. Like, it hasn't ended well. I mean, it's just, it's like, I mean, I don't understand. Like, um, if you're rooting for someone not to do well, that's not good for anything. That's not good for anyone or anything. But one thing Tommy Fleetwood was talking about is like what some of the pros do, and something that stuck out to me is you know is what hitting up on a driver, and it's like it's getting in this really funky uh, of trying to help, and then you get in the competitive part, and then people like they want to be competitive, and if you want competition, like I mean, just like people in general, most people are like nobody is really technically competition for me. So and that's just facts. If you want to exercise your competitive, your competition, which I understand that, if you've never fully explored the arena of competition, then and you want to, that makes perfect sense. But like, I would have to find somebody for you to compete against because you're not. It's not. You're not. You're not. You aren't. You're not competition for me. I mean, like maybe Tommy Fleetwood's competition for me. Like the people that play on the tour are competition. And but like someone that I'm just helping with, and the pros, they don't help each other. I mean, they don't help each other with their golf game. I mean, it's like they talk about it a lot. They bounce ideas off each other, and some people they get a lot of people get lost in that world. And I'm like, I want you to stick with what you're doing. I want you to have the conviction to just do what you're doing and just stay with it, and not always wiggle back and forth. You have to believe, you have to test, you have to fully test out what you're doing. You're like, okay, I found this thing, I want to test it out. I want to go all the way with it and see how it works. And then like in this thing with golf clubs and club champion and tour experience golf in Canada, you know, um, like the thing with hybrids. So I could hit a hybrid. I could hit a hybrid. Um, but my clubs. Let's see. No. um, a lot of the clubs that when I'm golfing, I just snap the head off, like, and I'm not forcing anything. I'm not like, I just it's just my natural swing, like, and I was thinking about this, like, um, it's the same thing, uh, like how hard I can hit somebody, like, it's the same, it's not it's just me. It's not like I'm putting a lot of, I don't put a lot of, I've always been fairly long, so it's not I have no reason to try to increase my length. If I was good, if I was really good, my short game was really good, and I'm long, I don't really have a lot of weakness. So I don't need to, like, oh, I need to work on my length. I need to work on my short game. You know, I mean, honestly, I need I need good clubs that aren't gonna snap. I just snap. I just snap clubs. So, but yeah. So I'm I mean, this is not ideal. Ideally, I'd be able to do this on Twitch. I'd be able, and I mean, I'm going to, but in the meantime, I got to put out these videos. Um, because uh, and I'm, uh, someone else I like is for snowboarding is Tommy Bennett. Tommy Bennett, Tommy uh Fleetwood. I mean, Tommy Fleetwood's golf, but um this you know it it I would say Tommy Bennett is qualified. He is qualified to teach people to snowboard. Like I would not recommend. Most people are not qualified to be an educator, in my opinion. I mean, um, like and and like it would be it would be worth. I mean, the problem is a lot of people are charging. They're charging a lot for 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 they're charging more than they are worth. Because it's just part of it's just psychology. I mean, it's like everybody has to make money. Everybody has to make money and make a living. And the problem is, you know, I mean, if you're someone that you don't even need, you don't. It's like you're making more money than one person needs, and it's like so so yeah, and yeah, I wanted to talk about these. I wanted to talk about these new bots on chess. They have bots that go up to 2,800 now. Like this is like a big deal. I never realized. I mean, this is a big deal. I don't know how long they've had it, but it is a big deal to have to have uh, a computer that's like basically rated as high as the highest rated humans. Um, it's a big deal. I'm like so much more pumped up to play chess now because when I get in the funk of playing with people, because it gets funky sometimes, and then you go back to just the computer, and then you kind of like reset, and then then you go back to people, and yeah, you're just sitting there playing. But um, yeah, so um, so um, so uh, but but yeah, so so the takeaway the 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 takeaway that I want people to take away from this, and like all of my future, because all of my future videos is that um is that uh is that uh having realizing that the you know it's kind of like oh, you're here with me. We're not gaslighting people. We're being what is needed. And the making a living corrupts. You have to make it. It doesn't matter. I mean, money is not. You need money, but the work has corrupted. Work corrupts. Good intentions because you know again, you have to make money. There's like it's not a thing like, you have to make money. It's not even like you need money. Like so, um, you know, but yeah, yeah. So so yeah. So um that's basically it. And um, when I get a computer, I'm going to be able to just stream. I mean, and then you know because right now I'm my I I don't- streaming takes more it takes more uh equipment than YouTube does. I mean, it depends on how like in depth, your how high quality your YouTube videos are. But I mean, just from a basic component, I mean, you need a powerful enough computer to stream. Otherwise, you can't you can't stream. You can't, So so yeah, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna put a fancy title on this.